Hey everybody, it's Ocho at the Wrestling Garage. I told you we were going to be bringing you the premiere episode of the Wrestling Dumpster, and we are doing just that. So I had the opportunity to sit back and watch this train wreck of a match at the named event VIWF Father's Day Fiasco. This match was the fiasco. The worst Father's Day present, I think, imaginable. So what I did was I sat down, I watched all three parts, I took some notes. So while we're recording, if you happen to see me turn off, it's either that I'm taking a look at the notes I've written down or I'm actually watching the match again. Yes, I'm going to put myself through this living hell again just to bring content to all of you. So what I suggest is you pull up your YouTube and you type in Nate the Man Reilly versus Nomad. There's going to be 3 parts. And I'm going to count down and we're going to start this show. So I'll give you guys just a second to get ready. I would suggest if you've got any weapons that you can use, you may want to have them nearby because when you watch this match, you're probably going to want to kill yourself. All right. So hopefully you're all ready to go. I'm certainly not. VIWF Father's Day Fiasco, Nate the Man Reilly versus Nomad. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we start out the match. Classic backyard look. You've got the fence. You've got somebody's house there. Whoever's filming this is terrible. They should have invested in a tripod. As you can see, there's a nice picnic table off to the side, which I'm sure at some point is going to be made to good use. Maybe. There's the referee in the ring. What a piece of shit. He looks like he just walked off the set of Degrassi High. And now you can see nice entranceway. It looks like he's probably going to come out of the bushes there. The lurker, the pervert, Nate the Man Reilly. This is just horrible. There's a shopping cart already there. Like, at least have that kind of out of the way so you could build up some suspense. And people are like, well, clearly they're going to be using the shopping cart full of plunder. And I suspect it's just garbage that's in there. There he is. Nate the Man Reilly. There it is. Douchebag backyard wrestler starter kit. He's got the leather jacket, the glasses, the bandana, and he's walking with purpose. Look at that soul patch into a goatee jackass look he's got going on. He's on the mic cutting one of those promos. Yeah, so all you're about to witness this shit show. Me and the Nomad, we're going to put on a 5-star classic. No, we're not, because we're both the absolute drizzling shits. And now this kid who's got blonde hair, that was a thing 11 years ago too. Unreal. 11 years have gone by. This thing's got like 200 views on YouTube. I feel like that's going to blow up because people are going to just be like, yeah, what do you want to do tonight, hon? You want to Netflix and chill? No, I want to watch the absolute worst thing on the internet. Perfect. I've got 3 parts for you to watch. As you can see, there's the new ref. Apparently Nate the Man Reilly is definitely the man. He's calling the shots, getting his own referee. What a jackass. This guy probably sits around at his house playing Dungeons and Dragons. But right now, he's dressed like he's about to destroy somebody. Yeah, I'm going to dress up like a biker and get in the ring and just shit the bed. Now he's got his arm around the ref telling him, okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to call this match and just pretend that it's exciting and people are going to enjoy it because I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. I have to wrestle Nomad and I already suck balls, and the idea of having to go one-on-one with a man who sucks even more balls than me just leaves everybody shaking their head. And there he is. And there's the other backyard wrestling starter kit. He's got the track pants with the line down them. He's got the t-shirt with the sleeves cut off, sunglasses, and he's got his goatee dyed. Unreal. How did people get in the backyard and think to themselves, I'm going to get a really cool look? And that's what they come up with. Like, everybody's all about, I gotta look cool. No, man, you gotta look the part, okay? And if you can't back it up with the clothing, you may as well get in the ring and do something decent instead of shitting the bed for the world to see on YouTube. These jackasses probably didn't even think YouTube was going to blow up the way that it did, and they just thought maybe they could show some chicks. This is what we used to do back in the day. Little did they know the girls they were trying to hook up with were blind, so they couldn't even fathom the idea of this shitstorm. These boys are garbage. And you're going to find out how much garbage they truly are. Nate Reilly's trying to pull himself up in the corner, looking like he's doing backstrokes. Jeez. He probably doesn't even know how to swim either. He probably uses a life jacket, nerd. All right, the ref's going to ding the bell. They probably don't even have a bell. It's probably a tambourine. Ba-ding, ding, ding, ding. Ah, we're all a bunch of jackasses. Here they go, surrounding the ring. And they call her an elbow. Yeah, that's about the best thing in this match. He lets go of him. Now Nate's playing around with his bandana. Hey, man, don't touch the bandana. The babes love it. Yeah, on cool dudes that have tattoos. You're a jackass who drinks milk. Here he goes. Oh, he went for a punch. Nomad turns around. It's actually at this point, too, that I found this pretty entertaining because Nomad shouts out, I wasn't ready. No, you weren't. Neither were we. None of us were ready for this shit. But here we are, watching you perform. This guy was the trainer at one point, bullshitting people into thinking he could teach them how to wrestle. This guy can't even fucking pull his zipper up after he takes a leak, let alone show somebody how to do a hip toss or an arm drag. Now he's shoulders in the corner. These punches suck too, by the way. Big clothesline. There's nothing through it. The guy's like 250 pounds and he throws a clothesline like a 40-pound child. Nate Reilly sells for him, though. The worst Ric Flair flop I've ever seen in my life. And the ref's pulling his arms up as if to count him out. What a... Fuck. That collar and elbow tie-up was probably the best thing I've seen in this entire match. Or will see in this entire match. Nate Reilly going for a pile driver. Yeah, like shit. There's a groin shot. So part of that backyard wrestling starter pack is also the ability to throw copious amounts of groin shots. Nomad with a drop kick, but not just any drop kick. Reilly was pretty much on all fours because Nomad couldn't get up too high. Hey, not saying that I could. I'm just saying, why even throw it if it's going to look like shit? Now Nomad's laying in the corner and he's throwing up a middle finger. Part of the backyard wrestler starter pack. You got to have the clothing. You got to have the middle finger. Now this is where things get interesting. A stop sign just got thrown in the ring by Nate Reilly. Nomad picks up the stop sign. You would think, with the expectation he's going to use it. Instead, he's showing the crowd what it says. Dude, this says stop. And then he just throws it on the ground. It's not even going to use it. This is a weapon that could destroy somebody. You hit them with it, it's going to hurt. It has 8 corners on it. They could destroy it. It's like a mangle a human being. Instead, he's like, I'll just leave it there because the other guy might want to use it on me. But Reilly's like, who needs a stop sign? I've got this rinky-dinky piece of shit chair. I'm going to use that. Nope, change my mind. I'm going to put it into a seated position and then I'm going to pick the stop sign back up. And you sit here the whole time going, you guys haven't even done anything. And we're almost through the first part of the video. Like, he threw the stop sign at Nomad. Nomad's got the stop sign. He throws it back at Reilly, and then he punches him. Like, come on! What are you guys even trying to achieve together right now? They're playing like hot potato with a stop sign. But then Reilly DDTs Nomad on it. Goes for the pin. I wonder how people get up with their friends and decide that they're going to backyard wrestle? Did they plan it, or are they just like, no, we don't have to plan anything? The ring is the real star here. People are going to come to see it just for the ring. We can absolutely suck balls. Nobody's going to care. They're going to think we're superstars. And you know what we'll do? We'll get some beers. We'll wear some cool clothes. And all the babes are going to be all over us. Well, if they're the babes I remember from when I used to hang around these guys 15 years ago, I mean, geez, you guys had to hit a few threes so you could appreciate a 5. I gotta say that much. So all the power to you. Part 1, it's over. So now we're gonna move on to part 2. So if you could stomach part 1, kudos to you, because part 2 is the absolute drizzling shits. 3, 2, 1, part 2 is on. We start with Reilly going for a pin. They have done 2 moves to each other, and Nomad's lazy enough, he doesn't even kick out, he just grabs the rope. Like, come on, man. A little class. Nate Reilly double stomp with the stop sign. First time he hooks the leg, Nomad grabs the rope. Second time he doesn't hook the leg, Nomad kicks out. Like, the ring psychology between these two is, like, unparalleled. They probably were sitting playing tic-tac-toe coming up with the friggin' match. Maybe we could try and do a thing with the stop sign. What do you want to do? Pass it back and forth to each other? Oh, by the way, I win. X's always win. Nate Reilly does it again. Another double stomp with a tin lid from a trash can. Like, this is horrible. Horrible stuff. I want to find out where these guys work, if they're still in Nanaimo, and I want to go in and I want to get mad at them. I want to yell at them. I hope one of them works at like a pita pit. Yeah, I'll take the butter chicken pita pit wrap thingamajiggy. And by the way, I watched a video of you on YouTube, and I had to sit through 3 parts on 2 different occasions, and I want to punch you in the throat right now, because it's unfair what you put me through as a human being. Well, I didn't put you through anything. You chose to watch it. Yeah, because I have a show called The Wrestling Garage, and I like to put myself through hell for the benefit of the fans. Pfft, what a jackass. Now he's got the chair, and now he's choking him. There's nothing going on here. Nothing. It's just like typical 80s bullshit. You're backyard wrestlers, man. Light something on fire and go through a house. Like, come on. Let's see some friggin' shit here. Whew. So we're coming up on a part that I really find entertaining. Nate Reilly puts a chair up against Nomad's back and then goes for what I can only believe is a sliding dropkick, and the chair falls over. So then Reilly puts it back up and Nomad shrugs it off. Just like, so now you guys are doing spots where you're actually preventing yourselves from doing the spots. Why? You're not going to drop kick that into my back. That could seriously injure me. Kayfabe, fucker. You're supposed to kayfabe. People aren't supposed to know you don't want that stuff to happen. It's supposed to be like real. It's supposed to be in the moment. You guys are performers. Put on a show. Not just be like, nah, I'm not into doing that. No, I don't want to do that either. You know what you could do, though, is you could put me in the corner and you could eye gouge me. That'll fucking work the crowd. Absolutely not. The only reason I'm entertained right now is because I'm not entertained. I'm lying to you. Now Reilly's outside the ring. Now he's got the belt over his shoulder, and he hits Nomad. Okay. Nomad's now kind of under the apron, and he's blading. It's so blatant, too. So Reilly picks up a chair on the outside of the ring. And then you can see Nomad here just going to town. Like, come on, man. Ric Flair he'd lose his mind right now. Then the worst chair shot ever. I mean, chair shots in the head shouldn't happen anymore. This, by the way, this secures a pinfall for Reilly. And that's the match. No, it's not. I found out after that pinfall that this match was best 2 out of 3 falls. They should have put that in the fucking description, okay? VIWF Father's Day Fiasco, Nate the Man Reilly versus Nomad. By the way, if you're going to put yourself through this living hell, the match is 2 out of 3 falls. Because I thought it was over. I thought it was like perfect. Anyways, you get a guy like Ric Flair, who's a master doing that. If he saw this shit, he'd slap the shit out of Nomad. Now, here's another part that gets me. There's a door that just got put in the ring. It's not an actual door. It's the screen, like the bug screen from a sliding patio door. He's going to throw him into a net. If anything at all, that's going to protect the blow into the corner. Maybe the metal around it might get you. We could hope in the jugular. That would really brighten things up in this match. Instead, he plunderizes the ring, and Nomad is now throwing everything from that shopping cart in the ring. And it's just crap. I swear one of the objects he threw in there was a styrofoam lid from one of those styrofoam coolers. Oh, that'll mess you up. Swinging that thing, the wind resistance would slow it down to the point that when you finally hit him with it, it'd be like, oh yeah, that'll hurt. Then you got the shopping cart, Nomad's putting it in the ring, and he's a dipshit who can't seem to figure out, like, physics. He's trying to just push it through the rope, like, into it. No, brother, you got to lift the rope up and slide it in. Hey, man, heat of the moment. Heat of the moment. No, you're just dumb as fuck. Nomad did get his hands on a kendo stick, though, so all the power to him. Nate Reilly literally looks like he's in the aisle at a grocery store standing in front of that shopping cart. He, too, has a kendo stick. So here you go. What are you guys going to do? Well, at some point, Nomad suggests that Nate Reilly wants to be a Jedi. F. Terrible. You both suck. But he did wallop him in the head, and now those kendo sticks are breaking. Unreal. And now he throws a punch at him. Like, in this match, if I had to come up with a move of the match, it would be a punch. Because that's about all they did. Nomad just whipped Reilly into the screen door. Like, when you watch this, you're going to watch him, and it's almost like it goes boom. Like, it was like a trampoline. He just bounced off of it. Now Nomad, the classic cookie sheet from the dollar store. That thing's like tinfoil. Just bloop. You look like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz wearing that stupid thing. What was that, a funnel? What a jackass he is too, Wizard of Oz. Now he's choking him in the corner, and I'm pretty sure that he just gouged him in the eye. Like, this is terrible. Second part's over in a few seconds, which can't happen soon enough. I feel like watching this match, I'm committing suicide by YouTube. Like, oh, Reilly just picked up a shopping cart. That was second part, about 7:20, and he walloped Nomad. That's probably the move of the match. That right there. So Nomad's on the ground selling, probably blading himself some more. No, it probably isn't doing that. You'd be able to tell. He'd be... Now, Reilly has what appears, I would think, is a DVD player or a Blu-ray player. But you gotta remember this is 11 years ago. And that kind of garbage has VCR written all over it. Hits him in the head with it. Only he doesn't. He's got his shoulder in the way. So that's how part 2 ends. Yeah. We're doing really good, aren't we? You guys miserable yet? Let's see my notes. That's part 2. So part 3 is where the build, the crescendo really should happen. No, not here. No. This is where it gets absolutely worse. So let's remember here, the backyard starter kit. Like, these guys are both wearing those right now. They've been giving each other middle fingers and groin shots. So these guys are typical backyard wrestlers. 3, 2, 1. Here's part 3. We start off with more plunder, right? Why not? You guys can't do any wrestling moves. You did a lockup at the beginning of the match. Since then, it has just been a shit show. However, there was just another groin shot. Nomad and another groin shot. Nomad is freaking on fire, man. I feel like if this was one of those games on N64, like WCW versus NWO World Tour, or like No Mercy, when they do the taunts, when you do the swirly thing, and they're like, ha, 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 ha. Nomads would be like groin shots. Anyways, Nomad just chopped them onto a picnic table. No surprise there. Picnic tables in the ring. Or outside the ring. Nomad goes off the apron. I thought he'd go off the top or something. No, he just plops down. He got more height going off the ground, or going off the ring, onto the ring, splashing him than he did in this. And, yeah, you got Nate Reilly now walloping Nomad, who's just hit him with the big splash on the picnic table. And then Nomad lights him up with this huge forearm to the head. And then punches him in the groin. And here's the moment I've been waiting for. Hooks the leg on the grass, 2, 3. Wins the second fall with the groin shot. So it's become completely apparent to me that Nomad, his finishing move is the groin shot. Now you tell me that's not the best finishing move in the business. He can do that to anybody. Also, he needs to do the move 7 to 8 times in order to successfully complete a pin. Here's the thing. They've got a real ring, but they chose to do these pinfalls outside the rings. I guess because it's falls count anywhere. Dude, if you have a real ring, why don't you just have a real match in the ring? People will be blown away by that. Use the top rope. Use the ring to your advantage. Do some moves. Oh, wait. It's because you guys are scared of bumping in the ring. Look at Nate Reilly having a swig of beer. So where's all the babes? Guess what? There's no babes there. It's only dudes. You only have dudes watching you wrestle. Why? Because you're fucking nerds. So now Nomad on the outside of the ring, trying to get his wits about him. Nate Reilly in the ring. That guy probably thinks he's the coolest dude in the world. I want to see him again. Anybody that knows where that guy's whereabouts are, tell me where he is, and I will film live for the Wrestling Garage my interaction with him. And if he picks a fight with me and he kicks the shit out of me, it'll be all over Facebook. It'll be a monumental moment. Now some dude with a dress is over with Nomad. That happens just in about 3 minutes. Like trying to bring him back to life with a beer, and Nomad slaps it away. Nah! I gotta go win me a title! Best 2 out of 3 falls! Yeah, we understand it's 2 out of 3 falls. It's the most devastating thing I've heard all day. That this match was 2 out of 3 falls. What was the undercard like on this? Like, who was wrestling before these guys? Or was this like a one match show? Let's get them in the backyard. They're gonna watch an epic showdown. Like, do these guys, you think they in the back are like, yeah, man, we're gonna have a classic? Probably. They probably think this is a classic. They probably still brag to each other about it. And now they're in the ring, 355, shaking each other's hand. And then Reilly with the fingers, man. Backyard starter kit. Unbelievable. So Nomad's a house of fire. That's right. The third fall starts with them both hulking up. You got Reilly hitting a bulldog, taking the belt back off, just marking out for himself. Unreal. Referee's over there farting around. Be careful, man. He's probably going to count like 1, 2, and then he's going to get pubic hair. Like, I just went through puberty mid-match in the main event of Father's Day Fiasco. No way, dude. Congratulations. Reilly beating on Nomad some more, and Nomad hits him. Nomad's using plunder, and Reilly's not selling it at all. You got Nomad, who's using weapons, Reilly using shitty punches, but he's coming out on top. No wonder this guy thinks he's the man. Now you got Nomad on the ground with his legs spread, and Nate the Man Reilly takes a shopping cart, puts it into his groin. The crowd went nuts too. Like, this was the coolest thing. At one point, some fan even says, "Oh my God," like Joey Styles. Those guys want to spit on you. ECW rocked. You guys do not rock. I want to take rocks and smash them into your heads. So there goes the shopping cart out of the ring, over by the picnic table. This thing looks like a junkyard. It's absolutely ridiculous. So now Reilly's pointing somewhere. Something's going on here. Like, and then Nomad with a schoolboy. That's a wrestling move. Nicely done. That's a 2 count. Go figure, right? You're not going to beat me with a wrestling move. Hit me with a groin shot. That'll really get the crowd pumped. I'm not pumped. I just want this shit show to be over with. And then you just kick him in the back a couple of times. Now Reilly's doing sit-ups into cookie sheet shots. Like, this is pathetic. Unbelievable. And paintbrushing him. Okay, get up, and let the man pull through. Well, if the man should have pulled through, your dad should have pulled out. And now Reilly wins with the leg drop. The worst leg drop I've ever seen. He went and leg dropped him and he held on to the top ropes and just dropped down onto his tuchus. And then he won. Like, how disappointing is that? How could you even let the ref raise your hand after that? How would you pick up that belt and act like you're the king of the world? Like, people that are there should have been like, I'm going to unfriend you on Facebook right now for having put us through all of that. Oh, don't do that, guys. You got to relive the moment. I'm going to post on YouTube in 3 parts. Because this is history in the making. You're going to be able to... He's going to have kids one day, and he's going to be like, "Kids, let me tell you about the day that the man defeated the Nomad. It was a barn burner." And his kids are going to go, "What the fuck are you talking about, Dad? Do you not see the athleticism involved in wrestling nowadays? You guys were the shit." And Nomad's in the ring, and his career's over. He got probably his 96th back injury just then. Unbelievable. Well, that's it. It's over. So, what did we all learn from this? Well, I learned that those guys suck. I learned that clearly I have a lot of patience and tolerance in my life, that I was willing to put myself through that on multiple occasions. I learned that if I ever see either of those men in public, I'm going to make sure that they know that I saw that and that I want them to... I want reparations for that. I don't want... Yeah, I hate those guys. They're terrible. Anyway, check out the match. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed this. The next time that we do some sort of review on a match, hopefully it's something that's worth watching. Who knows? Anyways, guys, Ocho at the Wrestling Garage. This was the Wrestling Dumpster. Love you all. Take it easy.